taxes are unconstitutional property taxes if you read the Constitution, because the original Constitution was life, liberty, and property. It wasn't pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness is because you own your property.
If they can tax your property and then take it away from
They can take anything government gives you, they can take away.
No, you really don't.
What percent of that dollar you collect in property tax actually goes to the taxing units? The schools, libraries, hospitals?
The vast majority of it goes to the school.
Well, I know 85% of it does.
No,
That's
about
what I'm
90%.
talking about. What does it cost to collect it? That's my question.
No, I don't know.
Can you tell me, Ann?
I don't know that.
I haven't found a legislator yet that can tell me what.
But now those property taxes
Why don't
are
we
local.
change it and
Those
raise the
property
sales tax?
taxes are local taxes, county taxes, and school district taxes. So some at the county
Yeah,
level, we don't.
School board member or county would know that.
I'm all for you as assessor, but the assessor's office, the collector's office, and a lot of people in the clerk's office, I believe, are involved in property tax. What does it cost to pay all these people? In time we collect $1 property tax, how much of it is left over to go to the schools and the different?
The county budgets will show that in every county.
Sir?
The county budgets, if you look at the county budget.
I know how it's split up. I understand that, what's left over. But what does it cost to collect it?
Cost of administration is what you're.
Yeah.
You know, they've got
That
lines for
should
the
be
assessor's office and everybody in the assessor's office. They've got lines. You can kind of get a pretty good idea by looking at a county budget. Because in the assessor's office, that's what they do. They assess property.
Each department has its own function in the budget.
Has anybody
You
ever
have to
done
analyze
that? Has anybody done that to see what it costs to collect it?
I'm working on it.
The property tax, you're working on it? The property tax in Saline County, how much is collected and how much is dispersed to the taxing units? I guess that would be a good.
That would be something that Ballard, our county collector, would know that.
Would she know that?
She's the one that you actually pay the taxes to.
I've wondered about that very thing.
It seems to be a cheaper way to tax than
You know,
that. And you think about it, you go out here, buy an acre of ground, build your house on it, buy two before, you pay tax on it two before, you pay income tax on the money that you pay for that two before, state and federal, social security tax, all kinds of tax. And then for it to sit there, it's paid for, you still got to pay taxes.
yeah, you still
I'm
don't
not trying to
know.
close the schools down or put anybody out of
But
work
you
or anything
are.
like that. I'm just thinking there's a
You
better
are
way.
trying
You're
to
hurting the
go
children.
better way.
The state could do it, just reprogram the computers and collect it and send it back to each.
How in the world are we going to support the best schools in the state, the most schools in the state, the best teachers in the state?
They'd have a whole lot more money.
The city of Bryan has the largest school district in Saline County.
Oh, yeah.
And
They'd have more money
they
to.
are,
You're just a rabble rouser. That's all you are.
Well, Bryant collects less school millage than Benton does.
Oh, no. Where does all Benton go?
The biggest problem is that, there'll be 5 or 6% of the people that turn out for a school election if there's that many. And then we all sit around and complain because our taxes went up, but we didn't go vote. The last time they really raised taxes in Benton School District, there was 3,500 people. 3,500 people voted. There was less than 100 votes. One was like 1,800, the other was 1,700. But the no was 1,700. But, you get all the teachers and their families out to vote, and you won the election. That's all special election. And that's one bill that I was the most disappointed with the state legislature when we were trying to get all the special elections and the school board election moved to November. And the state school boards pressured the legislators to pull that out of there.
Died in Senate committee.
Conservative caucus and watched them back down.
It died in Senate committee. I was there when it happened.
I don't care who's pressuring you, Ann. If you're not holding to your principles, you're not doing your job. And
Alan Kerr was the one that had that bill.
Yeah, he sat
pushed
there
for
and
it.
told us he got too much pressure.
Right.
You know, if you can't take pressure, don't get the job.
The bill to Senate, the bill to limit special elections, it died in a Senate committee. I think one Republican voted against it, and another one refused to vote, and so it needed 5 to, I think it needed 4 to pass there. And
They need to go.
Was he afraid of for his job?
I taped the bill, but now I can't remember the name. I think Brian King was one who sat there and didn't vote on it, and I can't remember the other Republican senator's name.
Alan Kerr was a sponsor of the bill.
Yes, he was a sponsor of the bill, and it got House committee, House. I think it would have passed it. It made it to the full Senate, but it died in the Senate committee. Like I said, I filmed it's on the Arkansas TEA Party's page, YouTube page. And just type in Arkansas special election bill. It should show up on YouTube, and you can see the vote for that.
Well, now let me ask you this: can we not put how many signatures would we need to get on the next election?
For what?
Ballot
To deal
initiatives?
with taxes that they just collected.
I don't know. That's a legal
There were only
question.
3,600 people voted. 12.6% of the population, of the voting population.
Do we have
that
anybody else
voted.
need to speak?
Well, we got to do. Is there anyone else? Are you running for office? No. Anyone else a candidate? Well, the most important thing that we need, and then we'll get back to that if we have time. Christmas party. Next
Oh.
week.
That's more important. Local taxes don't matter. We need a Christmas party.
Well,
We've already talked about it. I understand. Yeah.
we're not going to change any taxes right now. Are we going to have a party next month? That's up to you guys. Debbie volunteered her beautiful place. But, Debbie said she'd kind of oversee the thing if we could get some help. But hey, if you want